Hello, everybody. We're just gonna be doing a short little mini stream here. We're waiting for Kerbal Space Program to launch because it takes forever, but we're almost done. So, how are we doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just got home and I was like, you know what? Let's do a little stream. That's what we're gonna do. We'll see if we get anybody in here. I don't know. We're basically only going to be doing airplane stuff during this stream, so it's not going to be very exciting. But that's okay. You know, we don't need hyper exciting streams all the time. We're just going to have a little bit of fun here. So that's the plan anyway. Thank you all for being here. We're going to have a great old time here. Gleb. Yeah, Gleb retired. Gleb retired last stream. So Gleb is gone. Yeah, no. We Gleb finished his service to the space agency. So Gleb is gone, unfortunately. We have lost Gleb. Yeah, I don't understand why he retired so quickly. I really don't get it. But he did. So, RIP Gleb. We have 2 new astronauts now. For the next launch vehicles. Oh yeah, 100%. It's gonna be new Gleb. Like, without a doubt. There's no chance it isn't new Gleb. Okay. It's time to get X-Planes done with. That is what we are going to be focusing on pretty much this whole time. Do we have any of this stuff we can be doing? You start the stream so late because I need to go to school. Oh, my bad. I mean, it's like 4 p.m. for me, to be honest. That's actually not bad. But maybe we don't take that. We don't really care that much about confidence. Maybe we take her. I think we take her. Get our leadership all done. Thank you, Bayonda. What programs are we on now? We need to finish X-Planes, then we're on crude orbit and early Earth observations. And then once X-Planes is done, we're going to be taking early lunar probes. So that is where we are at. We need... Once we get this done, we will be on to building our Earth observation satellite, which will be pretty cool. We're going to get early flight control, and then that leaves us with just these 3 until we have our thing. So once this is complete, we'll start building rockets again. But until then, we are going to build some X-Planes. So let's get that done. Our goal for this stream is pretty much just to get the X-Planes contracts finished with. I think that is probably how far we will make it. Because once we get that program done, we're going to be in a much better spot. So I think that will be the goal. We're going to want to take the XLR 25s. We'll orient them as such. Maybe we'll put the exhaust in the middle. Yeah, something like that. Let's add a shroud to this. Let's make this look a little nicer. We didn't finish early satellites until 1959 because I got shafted like hell by test flight. Yeah, no, I feel that. I definitely feel that. We finished our early satellites in 1957, I believe. But our first 3 orbital attempts were all failures, so. I feel your pain. Don't worry about that. I'm also just like a wee bit intoxicated. I was kind of day drinking with my friend. I'm not like that intoxicated, but just a little bit. So, you know, that probably will have some effect on this. Let's make it black. Okay. It's a different kind of black, I guess. There we go. And... hey, 3-stream streak. Let's go. Is this game hard? Yes. This game is hard. This game is quite difficult. It's probably one of the most difficult video games I've ever played, realistically. I think that most people would agree that would be true. So, yes, it is quite difficult. Okay. We're going to build this thing pretty simply. We're not going to go too crazy into it. It's a little bit longer banner, maybe. It's going to be a pretty standard X15. RP-1 makes it a lot harder. Yes, it does. What is RP-1? It is Realism Progression 1. Or Realistic Progression. It's also a name for a type of rocket propellant. But it basically makes everything hyper-realistic. So, I can't really even get into all what it does because it does so much. But it is a... it's basically an add-on for the game that makes it way more difficult. So, something we're going to do here is we're going to add some hard points. We're going to do this X15 style, where we bring up some tanks with us. Then we're going to drop them off. I think that would be a wise decision. So let's bring up some extra fuel, shall we? Something like that. Those are probably a little bit big. Maybe we'll go something like that. We're basically just going to bring up some extra fuel in order to help us get all of the contracts complete that we need to get done. Yeah, sort of like a space shuttle version. Adding some external fuel tanks to this B. Okay. And then we're going to need a parachute. We're going to need some landing gear. We're going to have these retracted while we are launching, so we can actually put these where they look like they intersect, but they're not actually going to. Put them something like that. Seems reasonable. Lock the steering, and we will toggle them at first. So we can have them closed so they don't break the illusion. We can throw our front gear on like that. And we're going to call this the Gleb 1. Because RIP Gleb type shit. Alright, let's simulate this thing. Let's also get this all correct. Something like that. Be correct. I'm assuming that these will pull these first. I hope that works. We'll find out. Yeah, you're doing a great job of asking all the questions. Or answering all the questions. So thank you for that. Okay, let's launch it. Do we have control with the big ass tanks on the end? Not amazing control. So that, we're going to need to make that rear control surface bigger up here. But for now, use these. Okay, they are draining the fuel out of those first, which is very good. This should give us a good little boost for this mission profile. Alright, we can send those away. first thing to test is, do we make it to space? Probably not, it would appear. Well, actually, no. Yeah, we definitely do. Okay. Actually made it quite over space. Okay, so we should probably add some reaction control. But this does do the job. Alright, let's revert that test and let's try to do our hypersonic, shall we? So, same thing as before. We're going to simulate the air launch. We can also start out higher now. I forgot about that. And let's enable fly-by-wire. Let's get our engines lit. Yeah, we had an engine failure, so we're just going to revert right away because we're testing ideal. Did you just design the X-15 in like 5 minutes? Yeah, I did. That's exactly what I fucking did, Neo. I'm a god at this game, okay? I mean, honestly, okay, well, so we need that to stop happening, ideally. This is a short stream, okay? We're gonna be racing through this. Okay, air launch. Okay, good ignition finally. So we're gonna try and climb here. Best we can do. Want to get up to like, I don't know exactly how much, but pretty high. Fucking hell, for hours, absolutely tuning every. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're kind of. Oh, we had a performance loss. Okay, we're just gonna shut that down. It means this mission's gonna be a failure, but we can still test for a couple things. Drop those tanks, and let's start to accelerate. We are descending. Okay. We have a couple changes we have to make here. Do you have a space station? No, we do not have a space station. Do not have a space station. Okay, we're going to make these rear control surfaces pretty absurdly large. Like, probably larger than they absolutely need to be. But we want them to be able to do everything. Okay. Let's try this now. Like the wings damn near said bye. Yeah, I mean, it was close, but I mean, we'll be alright. Which games are favorite of everyone? Kerbal Space Program's definitely up there for me. For sure. Okay. Let's light the engines. And let's start the climb. Okay. We're doing better now. I mean, it's not going to fly well with these big hunking things on it. I think we need to just accept that. But the advantage is that they're going to get us a lot higher and a lot faster without, basically, without impacting our main stage. So, let's get rid of the tanks and see how we end up. We want to get to like 38-ish, just like that. We want to start accelerating. Okay. We are above our speed, so we're going to shut down one engine and we're going to pull some throttle. So let's look at our time up here. Let's say we started at 3 minutes. We need to make it to 5 minutes while still going hypersonic, so above 2,000 meters per second. I think we'll be alright. Let's bring the throttle down. You said I will go to space if I answer this question. What? Okay, the answer is we can easily get this contract done, and then some. So that is a perfectly functional X-15. We know it can go to space. Calculate the mass of the sun. It's kind of hard. Let's see about landing this thing, shall we? Just pulling a casual 15 Gs. Oh, okay. Timothy lost consciousness. But that's chill. Okay, Timothy's back. Let's see if we can bring this bitch down for a landing. Okay, we lost a wing. Okay. Timothy's dead, but that's fine. We have verified this thing works. Are You My Dad 23? Welcome back to the stream, by the way. Shout out. You were here earlier. Okay, this thing works. We need to modify the hangar. We need to tool it. And then we have ourselves a capable aircraft to get our hypersonic and our other thing done. What's the mission? Okay, we have 2 missions. 1, make it to space. 2, go over 2,000 meters per second for... Look, Neo, I'm perfectly confident in my designs, okay? It's all about having confidence. You know what our issue is going to be? Training our pilots, I think, is going to be an issue. So, wow, that's really expensive to build, but we're going to have to do it. So, okay, we're building Gleb 1. Let's quickly also design our stratospheric research aircraft. Neo, okay, it just takes a little bit of confidence, alright? All I'm gonna say. Okay, something like that. Throw some intakes on the side. Cut to 10 minutes later when it tears. Hey Neo, you wanna be a mod? Well, you are now, and you can ban that thing. Well, actually, let's do it this way. Welcome our new moderator, by the way, Neo. / ban and then the username. You got it. Okay. Let us make some absurdly large wings. The way the small people walk like. Oh yeah, they're working down there, you know. Oh yeah, baby. But I gotta read all this stuff first. I've noted just / ban and then their username. You know, it's simple. It's simple. Got it. Okay, we don't actually need those. What we can do instead is add these. Yeah. You see this, guys? You see this? And we're gonna throw our engines out here, which are gonna be not accurate at all. Actually, these were the engines on the U2, apparently. Did not know that was true, but I guess it is. Okay, we need to size these up to being 0.25, I think. The size of this engine? Yes, it is. Make them longer, and we will size this up to 1.25. Okay, looking good. We are going to make the bottom of this literally nothing. Okay, that looks a little bit stupid. Make it something. We're gonna add some massive elevators to this thing. Just absurdly large. Okay, what do we think, guys? What do we think? We can add some connectors to make sure that we're not gonna fall apart. Let's add some ailerons to this. Okay, how do we feel about this? I actually kind of love this. Like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling pretty good about this design. Feeling pretty good. We probably could use a tail. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. We're going places with this one. I swear I'm like speedrunning RP-1 right now. I mean, I think it's ready. Chat, what do we think? Did we not fill these with fuel? We haven't filled these with fuel yet. Fill them with fuel. We can probably bring down that utilization to like 50%. Okay. Gleb 2. Professional builder? That's what I'm saying. I mean, you gotta admit I was quick with this one. I have a feeling it's gonna have a really hard time getting off the ground. Let's turn on the overlay here. Yeah, I placed those wheels way too far backwards. Yeah. Okay. Let's fix that really quick. All hail the view count of pilot. Absolutely. Plane is made on prayers. Yeah, a little bit, slightly. Okay, let's move that upwards. There we go. And let's add a very, very slight, like 1 tick of initial angle of attack. Like that, and then we'll angle these down 1 tick. Okay, there we go. So now we have a little bit extra angle of attack. This is gonna work. The desperation of completing this contract is fast. Absolutely. I mean, I just want to get done with X-Planes so bad, to be honest. No, look, this is efficient. This is an efficient aircraft. I don't want to hear that, okay? Okay, let's turn on our aerodynamic forces. Yeah, look at how much lift this is making already. This is a sick aircraft, okay? I don't want to hear it. Oh yeah, baby. Come on. Come on, take off. Take off. Take off. Come on, you got it. Oh yeah, baby, we're in the air. Okay. She a little unsteady. Look at that lift vector. Okay, it's all gone. She's fucking dead. Okay. We need to change a couple things really quick. Okay. First of all, let's turn up our mass strength multiplier on this wing, because it's pretty big. Let's turn down our utilization, because we really do not need that much fuel. And let's also slightly scale down these, so we're at a slight positive angle of attack. Okay, let's try this one more time. No, I don't. Alright, we'll be alright. We'll be all good, guys. We'll be good. Okay, the lights are flickering. We're gonna be flying. Let me tell you. Oh yeah, look how much lift we're getting, guys. This is gonna work great. We're straight lifting it right now. Did I activate fly-by-wire? I did. Oh yeah, man. Look at this thing. The thrust to weight might be slightly excessive. But I think we'll be alright. Okay, so time warp is not good. I need to stop time warping. Somebody remind me to stop time warping, okay? I just need to turn off steering on these. Okay. The second this thing starts to take off, it should have plenty of lift to, there we go. Okay. Let's fly, baby. Just not going to use time warp while maneuvering. I think that was the issue. Okay, this thing's almost going Mach 1. Oh, okay, it is going over Mach 1. That's slightly excessive, probably. But whatever. Kind of looks awesome though, doesn't it? Alright, what do we need? We need like 22,000, right? I think we will get to 22,000 quite well. Okay, yeah. This thing will work. Okay, cool. We validated this thing's construction. Hoorays in chat. Let's get some celebrations going. Let's get some hoorays. We Starfighter with double engines that far out? Indeed. Indeed. We're going to add some parachutes to this thing. In case everything goes wrong. Slap those on there just like that. Let's turn up the utilization just a tiny bit. And this thing's ready to build. Let's tool it. And let's build it. W. Okay. We are maxed out on... Oh, we're not maxed out on engineers. Let's max out on engineers. Reason not to. Gleb 1 will be done in 51 days. That's going to take 31 days. Let's get to training our boys. Training on the X-15 is going to take a while. 160 days, so we're going to be waiting a little bit on that. But we can train him on the X1. So let's get Gleb 2 done first. Just like that. He will be done on his proficiency training in 23 days, which is good. How are we doing on human rated EDL? Not bad. We could probably use a couple more researchers. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're right where we want to be. Okay. Gleb 2 is ready. Let's get him training on mission X1, like that. Perfection. We got some more science coming in. You're good, man. You have a good night. Vedano on YouTube. Okay, let's go to R&D. We are going to get early material science, and then we're going to need crew survivability. And yeah, we can also get early avionics, because we should have gotten that earlier. Okay, guys, we're looking pretty good here. Gleb 2 is ready to launch. Let's make sure we grab the contract. We have the contract. Gleb 2 is ready. Let's do it for real, guys. Okay, this is the real one, chat. Harold is on board. Harold must survive. Look how sick this thing kind of looks cool. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Alright, let's start. Oh, look at that. Easiest takeoff of our lives. Alright, we do not want to break anything on this aircraft. We should have put some science on this, but whatever. Okay, stratospheric research. Let's get up into space. Yeah, of course. I got you. We would love to help. That's why we have the Discord. It's all about helping people through their RP-1 saves. Yeah, dude. This is a beautiful aircraft, okay? It does the job. I'm honestly amazed at how well this thing works. I don't know if I expected it to work this well. Okay, there's 22,000. Let's get out of time warp. Let's turn on the cruise flight director to hold altitude. Let's also set up our speed control here. Let's go to 290. We do not want to go over our meters per second limit. And we can start to gently come back home. Fuel is a slight worry, but I guess we burned a lot more on ascent. We shouldn't use all that much up here. Oh yeah, man. I gotta be honest, I think this is a pretty cool aircraft overall. So science is what we use to unlock all of our technologies. So like for new parts and all that stuff to build cooler things, we need science. Is the answer. Okay, so one issue. We haven't tried landing this thing yet. So yeah. Right, we got her done. Let's cut our engines. Oh, we need to turn off speed control. Let's cut our engines. And let's try and bring this guy in for a nice, smooth landing, ideally. Points to unlock stuff. Yep, that's exactly right. Oh, there's water injection? Huh. We could have made those engines go even faster. I imagine this thing is going to want to land very slow. But we'll figure it out. I don't know if our gear placement is exactly ideal. Okay, we're going kind of fast here. What we'll do is we're going to start the crab a little bit like this to present a wider surface to the airflow, which should allow us to slow down. Because this bitch wants to keep flying, let me tell you. Oh yeah, this is a totally normal approach for an aircraft of this size, right guys? Oh yeah, we're looking good. Keep that crab in. Yeah, we're going very fast. I'm glad I added the parachutes. We really would not like to kill Harold if we could help it. Problem is, this thing is just going to glide forever. You can probably fly off the idle thrust from these, so we're actually going to shut off the engines. We don't have amazing go-around capabilities here. Alright, we're just going to pop the chutes. Should slow us down. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, that wasn't sketchy at all. We did it! What do you mean, bruh? We did it. That was a successful landing. Harold is alive. It wasn't even close. Okay, I have to quickly use the restroom. I will be right back, guys. Give me one moment. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I mean, we're currently in 1958 for reference. So, okay, let's hire some more staff here. Let's go to... Oh, we're already auto-hiring, aren't we? Okay, we're already doing that, so that's fine. Let's check our training here. He will be done on April 10th, 1959. So in that case, we have to quickly build a supersonic aircraft for the Mach 2 contract. I'm not going to go very hard into this. This is going to be a very simple aircraft. It's literally just going to be a J-57. One an aircraft like this. Throw some intakes on it. Throw a wing on it. I'm going to turn up the mass strength multiplier to 1 on that. Okay, my phone started making noises. That's cool. Let's chill. Okay, and then we're going to add some rear control surfaces, do something like that. Really just trying to get through the X-Planes contracts here as quick as possible. When does Twitch pays you? Or they don't pay shit? I don't know what that means, I gotta be honest. I get a very small amount of money from Twitch every month, is the answer. Maybe that you're looking for. But we don't really, we ain't doing this for the money, you know what I mean, Spider-Man? We're doing this because we enjoy it. I'm gonna put a really beefy landing gear on this thing. Yep, something like that. We should throw a parachute on it because we really don't want to be killing Kerbals. Throw some, yeah, we'll even do a flap setup here. That's how fancy we're gonna get with this. That, we'll throw in another one. And we'll make these bigger. I'm gonna set these up to be a flap, 30 degrees maximum deflection to make them not controlled surfaces. We'll go to action groups and we will set our action groups to flap deflection and decrease flap deflection. We're going to set these up to be our ailerons like so. And we're going to do this for our yaw. Okay. Center mass looks good. Let's turn on the steering lock for those. And that's it. Gleb 3. We need to give it some fuel. That would be a good idea. And we're going to build it. Oh, we should probably tool it, shouldn't we? Okay, Gleb 3 is being built. Okay, so we started in 1951, and our objective is to get to the moon by 1980. Or not the moon, sorry. To get to Mars by 1980. So that is what this is all about right now. We are advancing through the technologies to try and get enough tech to get to the moon. Pretty much the whole game plan here. Okay, we can get early survivability on the list. Doing pretty good on all of that. Human rated EDL will be ready soon. Let's take GLEP 3 up for a flight. We have the contract, which is good. Once we get human rated EDL, we're going to start doing space stuff again, by the way. But right now, there's no reason to do it. Oh, there's not a lot of reason to be doing it. Shame they stopped that IRL. Yeah, seriously. Ain't that the truth? Okay, a little bit of a strange reaction there. But... So, is this an untested aircraft with a real Kerbal in it? Yes, it is. Are we worried about that? No, we are not, because we are professional builders. We know what we're doing. And this is all going to work out just fine. Just you watch. Okay, that's stalled. Yeah, let's get the flaps up. I did not even simulate it. Flight 12 watch analog on Thursday. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll we're gonna go watch Flight 12 for sure. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I should have put Mach 2 science on this. That was kind of stupid, but we'll be alright. watch Starship on Thursday. It's going to be a great time. We'll do a little watch party on... Maybe, yeah. Maybe we do a stream. I wonder if they'll get upset if I, like, restream their feed, though. I don't know if they'd be upset by that or not. I'd have to look. We want to set our speed to about 630 meters per second, like that. And let's get up to speed. We're going to pick a waypoint being the KSC. We need to quickly reduce the deflection on that panel. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, yeah, well, we might do a little Flight 12 stream then. That could be fun. Is this thing not fast enough? How is that possible? Let's enable the water injection. Doesn't seem to do anything. I guess I have to have the water for that to do anything. That would make sense. Oh, it's because we're returning. Okay. I was going to say, this thing should be more than fast enough. I would be very surprised if it isn't. Maybe we need to burn off some fuel or something. I'll tell you what, it is going to take a while to get up to speed, isn't it? But we are doing it. So, that's all we care about. Okay, we did it. Let's hold this speed for 5 minutes. As we get lighter, we should have less of an issue here. I guess I didn't make exactly a very efficient aircraft here, did I? I think our air intakes are probably a little bit small. Problem is, I don't think I can turn around. Should have been more angled. It's true. I don't think I can turn around because I think if we start to try and turn, we're going to drop below our speed, which is a little bit annoying because we're going to get really far away from the center and we don't have, like, infinite fuel on this thing. So, yeah. We'll see where we end up with that, but I'd like to just get the contract done here. Okay, contract complete. Let's go back to the KSC. And let's try and hold our speed a little bit lower. Let's go for like 304 per second. I have a feeling that this thing will hold 340 out of Afterburner. It will not. But I think that'll still give us enough time to make it back. So. It's kit with FAR model that actually. Oh, KSB with FAR model that actually. I think so. FAR is pretty insane. It does like a lot. I mean, you can really get into the numbers with FAR as well. So I don't know the answer to be honest, but I think it does. It is great. It's fantastic. Probably good we burned down on some fuel here. That's probably a an overall positive. Because that will help us to land a bit easier. Let's go to flap setting 2 and start to slow ourselves down. Really just trying to get through these X-Plane contracts here. What the cost to subscribe? It's $5, right? I believe it's $5. I don't think it's any more than that. It's free if you have Amazon Prime, but yeah, I think it's $5. I should really know these things. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Man, flaps are a great idea. Whoever invented those, shout out. Shout out flaps inventor. Yeah, yeah, this is what we wanted to avoid. Yeah, I'm gonna be really careful here. Really not trying to kill anybody. Okay, he's dead. He's definitely dead. Okay. Well. He's not dead. But we may need to build another one of those aircraft. Dude, why is it so squirrely on the ground? No, Harold is alive. Harold lived. Alright. God damn it. Oh shit, shout out Flaps Inventor. Big invention. We did live. Just gonna have to build another one of those airplanes. But the nice thing is we don't have to do the whole contract again. We just have to take off and land. So. Look, Harold is alive, Neo. Alright? Harold did not die. We're all good. You know, it's no big deal. To be done in 16 days. Harold is going to be on a bit of a break, I have a feeling. Oh, he's not. That didn't count as a time that he had to take a break because he ejected, I guess. Cool. Alright. Let's get her done. How close are we to human ready to deal? Close. So we're going to have to start working on that. Oh. Yeah, Gleb retired. Don't look at the clips on the channel. But yeah, Gleb retired. Yep. 100%. Gleb retired. I would too if I had to. Hey, look, alright, they're working. They're working fine. Do we have probably too much fuel or we're really heavy? Yeah, probably. My aircraft worked just fine, alright? Hey, look, all we have to do this time is just take off and land. It's very easy. All we have to do is complete the land anywhere part. So we're just taking off and we're bringing it right back down. I think it's because we didn't have full flaps. I think that was our issue. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. Totally not that we were landing at a good fraction of the speed of sound. That cannot affect us. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of maneuvering here. We're bringing it back down. What up, Spartan Killer? We're out here trying to not murder Kerbals today. We're gonna come in nice and slow this time, guys. Nice and slow. Look, this thing flies great. You find another aircraft that can fly at angles of attack like that. And look, we deploy the drogue. Contract complete. It's about to be complete. Contract complete. We're going to take... Oh, oops. I pressed the wrong button. It's a big engine, man. You know? Alright, that's done with. So we just have the Carmen line and hypersonic contracts to do. And then we're done. So let's get him training on... Oh, he's going to be on break for a little bit. That's okay. Not a contract can do because the air takes. Oh, dang. See ya, Mr. One Riz God. Have a great night, my friend. Alright, that'll be done in 35 days. We can scrap Gleb 3. We're never gonna need that aircraft again. Get some money back from that. We can also scrap the MiG -20. These two. Actually, I don't think we need Gleb 1. Yeah, we don't need Gleb 1. Well, I don't remember which one is which, so we're just gonna leave that. I think Gleb 2 is the one we don't need. But okay. So we'll have that done in 35 days. Let's get that done with. And then we're finally going to do another rocket launch. That'll be in 15 days. Just for anyone joining us, it is going to be a short stream today. Just a little bit of a warm. Which version is this? Okay, this is the updated version. Alright, we gotta build ourselves a camera capsule. Yeah, I really don't like that it's doing that, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna add, like, I think we still need like 30,000 EC on that. We can resize it to fit. Then we can throw on one of the... We need to make sure that our center of mass is low. Move that downwards. Then we are going to add an adjustable heat shield. We're going to set it to be a mercury heat shield to up the scale on like such. That looks good. We'll add a ring decoupler. Maybe not that big. Maybe like that big. Posture check, I got you. It's actually a good... That was a good posture check. I needed that. Appreciate that. Okay, we have our parachute installed. Let us grab a... Well... Grab one of you. And we're going to make it much bigger, but also much smaller. Basically going for like a ring of circles, something like that. Some high pressure stringer tanks on there. Add some RCS to it. Like that. We're going to configure these to be, I guess HTP. Fill that with HTP. And then we will also throw some attitude jets on it. And then all we need to add is some avionics to make it. Let's load that. This to be able to control 2 tons with 300 EC. Just like that. How much time do we have on the electric charge? We have plenty. Just slap this on top of this B. Okay. So, it would appear we do need some extra performance here. So, we can add some extra performance. We will add another ring decoupler with a conventional tank to make this into a cone so it looks kind of nice. Something like that I think would be reasonable. And we will throw an RD5 on this. Maybe not quite that big on the bottom then. Go for something more like that. Okay, that's not bad. Get a little bit bigger with this too. Okay, does that get us into orbit? It does, but just barely. Want to give this any more performance? Maybe. How heavy is this thing now? Oh, up the diameter of that thing. How heavy is this thing? 4.3, 4.2. Which is that decrease? Not by much. Okay. Okay, this thing should work. Let's check our staging. So we're going to separate those. We are then going to hot stage E. And then we are to cut off at stage 2 is the answer. And we'll make this gold. Okay. That should be everything. Save it and let's test it. So our goal with this is to be able to make it to orbit and come back. That's pretty much all we're doing on this. Okay, let's test it. We want a 90-degree orbit for this if we get it, and we want it to be like 150 by 150. To engage the autopilot and see what it thinks. It thinks it's going to work. I don't know if we can necessarily handle that, but let's see. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit short here, it looks like. Actually, quite a bit short. Okay, we're going to have to bump up the performance on this a little bit. to be able to get this payload into orbit. We don't need that much more performance, to be fair. Oh, we also have to switch that controllable mass. That is also good to know. We need about 200 meters per second more, it looks like. Okay. Something we can do is we can probably remove some of the on-orbit capability of our capsule. I don't think we need all the HTP that we put in there. So we need like 9,000 meters per second-ish, 94, ideally. If we lower the size on this, yeah, that does it. Now, we're not entirely sure if this thing's going to be able to deorbit us. But if it can, then we're good. Let's see. No idea if this is going to work or not. According to this, it'll work. But who knows if that's true. Because, I mean, it's going to go down due to gravity losses, but that's fine. Definitely be pushing the performance. Okay, that says we have 200 extra meters per second now. Let's see if that's true. Is this igniting? Okay, it's pretty much fine. Okay, we have a little bit of a control issue because the tiny wimpy little vernier is on there, but we're still good. Okay. I think we look good here. Yeah, what do you think of this design? I mean, we'll see if it works. It still needs to work. Okay, we got our biocapsule and our photography. And we are in orbit. Can separate. Can activate all of our reaction control. Like that, which is good. How long do we have on charge? We have 23 hours. Oh, we have a day. Yeah, we'd like a little bit more than that. That's cutting it a little bit close. Although it seems that we have a little bit more than we thought we did. How much? Let's do a full test here. I want to try and finish this. Do we still have EC at the end of doing this? That's the question. Yeah, we do. We're fine. Okay. Let's point retrograde. And let's see if we can do our deorbit ourselves. That's the next test. Yeah, we brought way too much HTP even now. We have like so much on-orbit capability. We did not need this much. Okay, let's leave it at 60 kilometers periapsis. I think we'll shoot for. Let's decouple you, and let's see if we can do a entry. The only worry here is that we did not make our vehicle bottom heavy enough. So we just need the atmosphere to catch it in a way that it will re-enter ballistically. Could do a little bit of spinning, that's fine. Once the atmosphere starts to catch it, we can hope. And we're going to have new re-entry effects. This is going to be our first re-entry with the Firefly mod. So that'll be kind of fun. Yeah. We need to start stabilizing soon. But it looks like we are. Yeah, look at that. Coming in at a relatively okay trajectory. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see it here. I've never used Firefly before, so let's verify this thing is able to re-enter. I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's built perfectly fine to be able to re-enter. So, okay, it is stabilizing itself correctly, which is the first obstacle. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. There we go. That was the whole re-entry. A pretty light spacecraft. Get the shootout there. And yeah, I would say this thing is a quite effective vehicle. Okay, parachute brings us down. And yeah, we're good. Okay, that is all we needed to see. That is a completely successful test run. We can also get rid of a little bit of the HTP on the top. And save on a little bit of mass and a little bit of tooling cost doing that. And turn this down even. Really do not need that much. So we can just do that-ish. Add a little bit more for our margins. Okay. Okay. We've tested it. It works. Can we build it? No, we need to modify for the talent change. That's fine. It's going to take 2 days. Let's tool it. And let's save. Fantissimo, everybody. Isn't that amazing? Hopefully we'll get this mission done in this stream. We're pretty much going to be ending here soon. Our goal here is just to get everything, or get our, as much as we can done during a little short stream here. Alright, we're at 21.2 science. We're almost on the basic capsules. How is our research looking? It's looking very good. We need to upgrade our astronaut complex at some point, and I think now would be the right time to start on that. Because we can still make money while we're doing this. Something like that would look good. Proficiency on the X-15 will be done in 13 days. Let's try and get our Carmen Line contract done, I think. Be our goal for this stream. I mean, actually, we might be able to get both done. Okay, Void Raccoon camera is ready to be built. Send him on there. Look at this, guys. Even after 3 failed launches, or failed attempts at becoming take this off. Don't need that many engines on that. Throw all there. We're losing money, which was to be expected. Oh, we're still losing money. How are we still losing money? What? Probably because we have a lot of researchers and we're kind of falling behind on the rep. Okay. Well, we're going to do it that way then. Okay. We have the science we need for our basic capsules. Let's grab that. Let's check on this. This is ready. So let's complete this contract quickly. It's this guy. Let's quickly fly on him and just tag that contract to complete. And then we're going to be doing an X-Planes flight. We're going to fly the X-15 for the first time. That is contract complete on you. I'm still doing science, so still leave them up here, but we're good on power and everything else. But that is a previous contract that we completed, now officially complete. We are in April of 1959. We need to get going on all of this other stuff, but we will. Orbit's coming along. We need to get X-Planes done, which is what we're doing now. Let's train him on mission X-15, just like that. And let's prep Gleb 1 for air launch. Okay. Air launch. Oh, let's accept the contracts if we haven't already. Let's make sure we have that done. We have accepted them. That's good. Let's max this out. I think 350 is reasonable. Timothy Smith, it will be taking the X-15, or the Gleb 1, Into space, everybody. This is a big day. This will be the first Kerbal to enter into space. Get all that running. Let's turn on our fly-by-wire. Let's ignite our engines. Alright, here we go. Good engine ignition on both engines. That is fantastic. That was one of our concerns, so that is no longer a concern. Let's look at the fuel in our procedural tanks here. And we're already at a thrust of weight greater than 1, so we're pretty much just going to climb. Okay, fuel tanks are empty. Let's separate them. Good separation. And let's climb our boy up. We've already verified this mission profile, so nothing else to do but just get the space. Just like that. Kármán line has been passed. We're overshooting the runway by a lot. But we have a parachute, so if we have to come down with a parachute, we will come down with a parachute. That's fine with me. Looks like we're going to be coming down with the parachute, so. Alright, Gleb is coming, Timothy is coming back in. Let's not burn up if we can help it. And let's bring him down with a parachute. Okay, let's slow it on down. I would have liked... Okay, that was purely time warp. That was not a failure of the aircraft. We're gonna run that one back. I do not care about that. That was a failure of time warp. That was not a mission critical failure there. Neo, come on! What are you talking about? That was obviously time warp just ripping that aircraft apart. There's no way you can argue with that. Oh, there you go. This time we had an engine failure. See, but this time, that's fine. See, like, we're gonna actually run this through. We'll do a hypersonic attempt with this one, then. See, look, aren't you happy? I mean, we're still gonna attempt a hypersonic contract, but I don't think one engine will work for that. But we'll find out. Kármán's a bitch. Look, I don't think that... I mean, it's not like we would have killed a Kerbal, first of all. And second of all, that was obviously time warp ripping that aircraft apart. Okay, well, both engines failed. Maybe Kármán is a bitch. Maybe you were right. Maybe Kármán is a bitch. We're really heavy here. I'm telling you, it seems like since I updated, test flight has gotten like way more aggressive. I mean, I might be wrong about that. It really feels that way. Like horrendously so. Well, it turns out we're just doing a test flight of the X-15. Okay. Cool. Thank God for parachutes. Harold can survive hitting the ground at 10 meters a second, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. We're gonna have to put new wings on this guy. Let's recover Gleb. Let's quickly throw some new wings on our boy here. Maybe we'll turn up the mass strength multiplier a little bit too. Okay. Gleb needs new wings. But we can still reuse everything else. It's fine. Pretty much, we just had something like that, right? But backwards. Yeah, I really would have liked if we didn't have those engine failures. But whatever. Alright, and let's turn up the mass strength multiplier on these a little bit. Okay. Yeah, having a double engine failure there is pretty atrocious, I gotta be honest. Do we bother training him on the X-15? I don't think we do. I think we just wait. Is he ready for his next X-15 flight? 13 days. Mount it to the carrier. I just realized this isn't going to have its, yeah, I guess I am due. This isn't going to have the fuel tank, so is it? No, it's not going to have the, well, that's fine for the Carmen Line 1. Oh, we also lost the gear. That's good I checked. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter for the Carmen Line 1, so we'll just use this for our Carmen Line flight. And then we'll have to build a completely new one for the hypersonic one. But whatever. Alright, Club 1 will be ready soon. Oh, we're going to be doing this launch first, maybe. Yeah, we will. Okay, well, at least we can get a rocket launch in this episode. That's exciting. We need to do crude orbit, reach orbital speed, and return. Just warp to that being done so we can do this. Start prepping him for air launch. Hey, you guys remember this game has rockets in it? Alright, this will be the last launch of today, most likely. What are the requirements here? At a 155. Yeah, I think this will probably be the last thing we do for today. I mean, you know, hopefully, if we're due for good running engines, it'll happen on this rocket. What do you think of our cursed Saturn V, Neo? I'm curious how people feel about this vehicle. Because, like, I know it's cursed. We're actually going to shut down this. We're shut down the two side engines to give us a little bit more time for that penalty to come down. Yeah, we should probably add that to our normal flight profile, to be honest. I was going to say, I kind of like it. It's kind of a cool little rocket. And, like, it does work really well as well. So, I kind of like it. I think it's a cool little vehicle. And with the thrust, the weight that it has, like, we can throw a much... I don't know. I think it's 2 meters. Maybe it's more than that. It's 150 tons. engineers, damn it. Which 150 tons for getting all the early contracts done is pretty good. Like, I mean, if you build an R7 style, it's a lot heavier than that, you know what I mean? So I'm not too upset about 250 tons. Or 150 tons, sorry. And again, the thrust weight on the first stage is really good, so we could throw a much beefier second stage on it, is probably the main upgrade we're going to do. And then I think we're chilling. I think this vehicle, once again, will carry us through the early game pretty good. So, alright, let's separate. And let's watch our electric charge, but let's run this until it's done. Okay, RCS. Turn this on. Stages are there, she goes then. Turn off E. And let's retrograde. Why are these not working? Oh, I don't have those set up properly. Heh. Whatever. So we brought these thrusters for literally no reason. Whatever. First stage engine, it is the LR989, I think. I believe that is correct. Alright, let's also hold on to this bottom stage for a little bit longer. Because I'm just thinking about it now. There's really no reason to decouple it until we start hitting more of the atmosphere. Because it'll stop some of our spinning problems. Because it'll hold us retrograde for a while. And then once we get lower into the atmosphere, we can actually decouple. Like now. Okay, well it turns out it made our spinning problems worse, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's bring her home, and then we are going to, that'll probably be the end of today's stream. I had a little bit of time here. We could spin stabilize it. That's true, but the problem with that is that if we spin stabilize it and it ends up in an orientation we don't want it in after decoupling and stuff like that, it's not going to be able to return to the correct orientation. So I actually don't mind having it flop around like that because it is passively stable. So by the end of it, we still end up in an orientation like this, which is fine for reentry. The problem is if it gets if it gets some sort of torque on it while it's still spin stabilized, we could re-enter in a position we don't want to be in. Just watch this re-entry. It's pretty beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Slowing down just fine. And we have a bounty of science on board, which is great news. Yeah, no, it is. It looks so sick. And passing through 1,000, we're gonna just pop the chute at like 3 to be safe. We do it a lot later. Okay, chute's coming out. Alright, and we're coming home. Okay, a completely successful mission the first try. That is unheard of for our space agency. That is big news for the agency right there. And splashdown. Contract complete, and we can recover. Look at that. That was a very good one. Big influx of rep. Look at all that science. 88 science. That's amazing. Oh, we need to be building that. Oh. We finished on the launch pad. Are we positive? We are. Okay, well, basic capsules by the end of 1960. We'll be better off than that. Once we get this done, we'll have a lot more money coming in. So, all right, let's add 1959 orbital rocketry and 1960 orbital rocketry to the queue, because we need both of those. And then let's start coming down here. Let's get better communications. Let's get early spaceflight. And, oh, actually, you know what? We need that within this. Cancel that. Let's get spaceflight science. That's going to be 1962, which is too late. We need to move that up the queue. So I think that needs to be, and then we also need digital. We're going to move this up the queue a bit. Yeah, we're going to have to get more science. Oh, we're also not researching at full bus speed. So, okay. Yeah, we also need that to get done at some point, but we're mounting level 1. But unfortunately, we have to go for today. So we'll come back tomorrow. Let's finish mounting it. We'll have Gleb 1 to launch. We have 16 science left, so that's what we need. Not really. I mean, we'll get 1960s soon. But we only really need this for some later stuff. We don't need this super rapidly. We really don't need this one at all. I mean, the LRA-91 we might use for a second stage engine, but besides that, it's not super important. Yeah, money is the big issue right now. We need to get out of X-Planes. It's just not paying enough. Early lunar probes is just going to give us so much more, and we can do probes right now. We just need to get out of X-Planes. These are both ramping up. We should be able to do everything on here except for the infrared and Shirkanov detectors for a little bit. That's the problem with waiting on this early human spaceflight science. Is we're going to get kind of pushed back on that contract, but I think we'll be okay. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow.